Hello, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? I'm very productive today. Use an adjective to describe yourself. Productive, which is good. It's always a good thing, right? But you know, one thing that really annoys the crap out of me is people who set their alarm clocks and then don't shut them off. Yes. And it has bugged me for years because my husband was that way. He was the one who would set the alarm clock and he wouldn't get up, right? So I'd be like whacking him saying, you need to get up for work. Your alarm clock's going off. Can you shut it off? Because there's people trying to sleep. And then with little kids, they hear the alarm clock and they want to get up. And it's like, no, it's too early. But as the years have gone on, it's never ending. And I finally was so glad when my husband broke his alarm clock, because now the alarm clock is on my side. And, if I'm going to hit snooze, I can hit snooze, but I usually don't hit snooze. If my alarm clock actually goes off, I shut it off right away and then get up. But most days I'm up before my alarm clock. So that's a bonus. But my son, he will set his alarm clock for 5:30 in the morning. He don't move till 7:15. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear Blake Shelton, or he goes through these phases, right? Breaking 8 and, we're in this song plays on repeat. So I'm not sure. I think that's his phone. But then he has another one that plays the radio. And then there's another one that dings. And I'm like, dude, what you're doing is you're losing sleep over this stupid alarm going off constantly. It's like, if you want to get up early, set your alarm clock 15 minutes earlier. Don't kill yourself trying to do it, and train yourself to just get up early. But it drives me nuts. Why do we have to do this? Why do you have to do the alarm clock when you think you're going to get up, but you actually know you're not going to get up, so you don't get up? My husband would do this with calving. Every 2 hours, he would have to get up and go check the calves, right? Well, after 2 weeks, he couldn't do it. You know why? Because he was tired. When you're nursing a baby and you get up every 2 or 3 hours, but if you don't nap during the day, by 2 weeks, you are exhausted. You are exhausted and dragging your ass out of bed. I know, believe me, I did this with all 5 of my children. I wasn't much of a sleeper or a napper because, especially the last one, that was just rough. The stories I could tell you. Okay, we all have them, don't we? We all have stories. Yeah, we do. But anyway, yeah, that is one thing that just drives me batty. And even though I'm awake when his alarm clock is going off, it's a lack of disrespect for the rest of the people in the house when you don't shut it off. Because my other kids don't always have to get up as early as he does. That's just a thing. It's just a thing. It's a day. It's a day. I'm on a roll. I'm on a rant. No, I'm not really. So 3 things: be kind, be forgiving, be you, and let's go check out Holiday Berry. Okay, and to our soap. This is Holiday Berry. I really didn't have to think too hard when I did this one because I did it last year. It was such a great soap, you guys. It was literally just a great soap. Everybody loved it. My daughter thinks it's so stellar. She had to hide it when we had my vendor show at the mall. I swear she had like 4 of them, from view, so people wouldn't buy them. Okay, it was funny. That's not why she did it. But this is Holiday Berry from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It discolors to yellow, so you know dang well I'm going to be adding titanium dioxide to this batter. As far as this fragrance oil goes, it's great. It's beautiful to work with. You could probably do almost anything with it that you want to. Seriously. And a reason to keep good soap notes is because if I hadn't kept my notes on this, I wouldn't know how I did the color. I wouldn't know how I did the pour unless I went back to it, but what if I didn't YouTube, right? And sometimes my YouTubes cut out a lot of stuff, so a lot of important information in there. But, so if you are a maker, keep good records. A notebook, I know they fill up fast, but binders, I know they fill up fast. I was going to actually go see how many soaps I have made since I started. Yeah, I've kept track of almost every single batch. Yeah, keep good notes because you never know what part of the information you're going to want. So these colors are actually a really weird color scheme. It is Merlot Sparkle. That doesn't look like Merlot. It does now, but because of the discoloration of the soap, okay, Merlot Sparkle is like a very beautiful maroon color, okay? Because of this discoloration, which is so funny, it changes. It is no longer a Merlot Sparkle. But if I hadn't known which mica I had used to make this, I would have been guessing drastically, because when I even went back to look at my notes, I was like, Merlot Sparkle, what? Like, this is what I used for the Merlot Sparkle? Because I was hoping for a holiday berry color. You think of Christmas berries and you think of that deep maroon color, cranberries, all those things. And so yeah, this pour, so this part here where I'm doing the layers, took me literally over 7 minutes to pour. And I speeded it up double time because it's so slow. It's so slow. But this is so important because I'm trying to keep that soap batter on the plane I'm on and not breaking through too much in a total drop swirl. We'll call it like a layered drop swirl. Okay, so it's okay if that white bounces that bottom layer of Merlot a little bit, but I don't want it cutting so drastically through. I think I executed this better last year. I was a little more impatient this year. Also, I did the 7-bar mold where this is the 11-bar mold, so I had extra things to pour, didn't I? I swear I did the 7, the little fat bars. What would I do if I had to expand and be bigger than I am? I watch a lot of people, and I think I just tell myself I'm very blessed to be able to create at the level I am, because you get to that bigger point, and some of them they don't. It's just, they love soaping, and and they do the swirls and the things, and and I'm sure some of them do specialty soaps, where it takes a little more time, and but I guess I if this is where God has me, and this is where He wants me to be, and my creativity has an outlet, a huge outlet at this point, I guess this is where I'll stay. I will just, I'm small business on the small business side. I'm not small business on the big side, but that's okay. It really is, because holy crap, is this pour long. Like, I'm not kidding you. It was 7 minutes, and I actually sped it up, and because this is just too much. You can't really talk about these squiggles, and I knew I was getting impatient. It was, but wow, it is still so fluid after probably 10 minutes of monkeying around with it. Okay, maybe not 10, but quite a while for sure, and still very fluid to where I know once I got done, I had to let it set up like a while. So very fluid. There you go. If you're looking at you need a very fluid fragrance oil for Christmas, use Holiday Berry, because it probably deaccelerates the soap batter. Yeah, look how fluid it is. I'm just like, ooh. I was having fun swirling, but very fluid soap. Very pretty. It smells amazing, you guys. It just literally smells amazing. The sad part is I put the leaves on and didn't show you. Look at the sides. Isn't that nice? Nice. Look at the top. Eco glitter, snowflake mica, and green leaves. Those leaves are made from Kelly green from Brambleberry, which they do not sell anymore. I think last year, if you look back, I put Kelly green and a little bit of black oxide. I don't know. I just decided I didn't want to do that this year. So it's just Kelly green with no black oxide, which is fine. Why eco glitter? Because regular glitter will literally sit in the drain. Okay? Eco glitter actually dissolves in water. Right? So if I steamed the top of that soap really, really heavy hard, the eco glitter would be gone. Yeah. It would be. I must be cutting this backwards. I don't know. I'm usually not so atrocious on my cutting. Well, not usually. Sometimes. But I decided just to keep going with it. It's okay. I cut the leaves off, right? It's okay. Maybe next time I'll put leaves more random, and then it won't matter too badly. But yeah, there's my little smidge bar. Whew. But as you can see, do you see how I said I didn't want to drop that one? I kind of dropped really far down. I didn't want that. I wanted more like that, right? Do you see? And it's like a drop swirl within the layers. Very cute, very cute. Pretty sure I executed this very well overall. I'm very proud that I didn't have to rebatch again. That was just too much. Too much rebatching. Absolutely. But anyway, here are the fragrance notes for these very cute Christmas bars, and they smell amazing. Here are the bars right after I cut them, and check out the discoloration. Here are the bars after they are totally cured. However, not as purple as the originals. So I'm a little disappointed, but that's not my fault. But anyway, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by, and I will see you next time. God bless.